I'm super excited to introduce Emre Orun. He is an actor, a filmmaker, a martial artist. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning.
You are one of the people who look like your photo, like your PR photo. You look exactly like your PR photo.
Yeah, thanks. Well,
truth in advertising. So how did you get here to the United States? Because you're not from the United States originally.
Yeah, my father, so he's retired from American Embassy, and he had a chance to get green card for him, for his family and all that. But before I turned 21, so I was still at college, and he came up with this idea. I'm like, what do you think? I'm like, I mean, sure, why not? You're
21 years old, leaving home.
Yeah, 20, when we decided. But so the green card process took about 15 and a half months, even though he was employed by American government, still took the regular time frame. Anyway, so when we come to America, it was like almost my 21st birthday. Like if I celebrated my birthday back in Turkey, I couldn't get the green card. So I'm like, the whole process was for nothing, right? Anyway, well, I was meant to be here, so we came in just fine. So that was the whole main reason, he worked for the embassy. He had a chance to get green card, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And ever since, we loved being in here, and it's been 16 years. Yeah.
And so now you have dual citizenship?
Yeah. Everybody has to stay and work here for about 5 years, unless you're married to an American person. Then it's 3 years. Right at the time frame, I applied for citizenship, and I took the test and everything. And yeah, so I became American citizen.
So before you came here, did you have an interest in acting?
Yeah. So when I was a child, my little pocket money was going to buying CDs, DVDs, and then Blu-rays and all that. My mom used to pick me up from school. I was in, kindergarten, first, second grade. I remember watching others, Nicole Kidman, Exorcist, all that horror films when I was a kid in the movie theater. I'm like, Mom, can you stop taking me to horror films, please? I grew up watching movies, and I just loved. And then I had the interest of becoming one of those characters on TV. But then I believe when I was 16, 17, I took a few roles, just background acting, extras in a few Turkish TV series. But I didn't know the industry much, and I didn't know the business as good as now. I'm like, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to be a background actor, which is totally great, as background actors are needed, because they do acting and everything too.
And there are people who make a living being background actors.
Oh yeah, believe me, I met lots of people in Atlanta. That's what they do, from set to set, just being a background actor. But I'm like, you know what? Let me take a break from it. This is not what I want. So I focused on getting my bachelor's degree in business and everything. But when we came to America, there was a modeling show. They were looking for models, and I did the casting call. I went and did the audition, and they got me for their runway show, and I did some modeling as well. Then I went to acting school and just doing all that, taking workshops, private and group acting classes, drama and everything. I met different people, like film directors and makers and everything. I'm like, you know what? Let's begin. So small role here, small role there. Then over time, I got into big, feature-length films. I participated internationally, premiered, screened movies. And it just goes on that way. I'm doing what I love, as a kid, what I wanted to do.
I'm going to ask Chase if you could play a small clip of one of Emre's acting scenes.
I don't know. I think questions lead to truth.
Right, but in the beginning, what came first?
When you say the beginning, Are you talking about the beginning of time?
And I don't know if you could hear it.
Yeah, how can I find something that was there long before me?
What movie is that?
That is from the short film Window.
Yeah.
So what is Window about? It does sound a little deep and spooky.
Yeah, so over time I got to meet really great talents, especially here in Jacksonville, and some of them are my close friends now. We get to do things from time to time, and Window is a story. It's like a origin story of a superhero, but it's a little different take on, let's say, Aquaman. It's more drama, more deep. He loses his mother, and like going through paces and trying to figure out who he is, questioning why do I have powers or who I am, that type of thing. But it's not about like flying, or it's not about like swimming fast and things like that. So it's more an artistic take on superhero origin story, directed and made by my filmmaker friend Trey Vollmer. He's got his own business as well. So that's the clip you just showed. It's one of the most recent things I did, and I'm proud of it. It's really good.
You also, and we'll post these online. I mean, you've done dozens of films and TV shows and web series and commercials, including a Jacksonville Fashion Week promo. Yeah. But one of the movies that you did was Orun: The Final Fight. So talk just about... you're also a martial artist. How did you get involved with martial arts?
My father is a former Taekwondo competitor. So when I was, a kid, he will take me to playgrounds and this and that. I will do all kinds of activities, and he'll show me kicks and, how to do things, that. But over time, I was more involved with school, like getting my degree and everything. But then I always had this feeling like I want to do it proper and everything. So I started doing kickboxing back in Turkey. Boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, more stand-up.
Was Thai Bo a thing in Turkey?
Not so much of a thing back then.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more kickboxing in Turkey. So then the instructor was one of the world champions, former world champions. And he's a really good guy. And he's like, you need to be a competitor. I'm like, okay. So I found myself in the ring and started competing. I was, I believe, 19, 18. And I became twice kickboxing champion in Istanbul, in Turkey. Right before I did the nationals, I was about to go for the whole, country. Eliminations and stuff, we came to America. So I took a little pause because it's a different culture, different country. We had to adapt, and I was the only one know how to speak English, this and that. So I was helping my family, my parents, my brother. Then I'm like, did a little bit of freelance, trying to find kickboxing matches and stuff. I did that. Then I found my coach here, Brandon Lee Hicks. He's a great guy. Former law enforcement and stuff. He's also a competitor. And I started going to his gym, and I did the transition from kickboxing to MMA, and I started learning judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, really, really high intensity. Like,
for those of our listeners who don't know what MMA is, mixed martial arts.
Exactly. MMA means mixed martial arts.
So it's a little bit of many martial arts.
Exactly. So you watch cage fighting up there. That cage fighting, UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, that is MMA. That's what they do inside that octagon, that cage. So MMA, I mean, in order to do MMA, you have to know how to fight on your feet, kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai style, and how to fight on the ground, like jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, all that. So I learned all that, and over the years, I competed amateur and pro, and also became champion in one of the promotions down south, MMA champion. So I got the belt and everything, cool. So I love improving, whatever. So I I see martial arts trainings as studying, right? So you study for tests, you try to get A's, right? So your competition, mat, cage, ring, is your test time, is your finals. So you try to get your A as a winning. So I did that over the years. So when we come to your question, or on the final fight, so over the years, 2016, 17, 2020, 2025, 2024. So I made 5 different projects as a filmmaker. I wrote and directed and produced all these films. And Orun, the Final Fight is the documentary. So I'm like, look, this is going to be my last fight. Why don't I make a documentary out of it? So I have another good friend of mine who's a filmmaker and photographer, videographer, Jeremy Norris. And I'm like, hey, bro, what do you think of doing something like that? Because all my films, I got to make them with him. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So why that was my final fight? I fought a lot. In Turkey, here, I flew to Bahamas twice and just travel. I loved it. I wouldn't change it for anything.
And there's money in it.
Yeah. Well,
if you're good.
Yes, of course. The thing where money comes in is when you're amateur, promotions don't pay you, okay? But you can still find sponsors, get their logos and stuff all over your short t-shirt and, promote their business on social media, and they pay you. Yeah, you can make money. And when you become pro, promotions pay you, of course, depending on your level, less or more, and you still can get some sponsors, so you'll make money that way.
And do you get a percentage of, ticket prices and all that other fun jazz?
Yeah, some promotions do that too.
I've heard, stories about people who, there was a recent fight in Miami and somebody said, I can win $20,000 if I, win this fight in Miami. I had no idea the stakes were that high.
No. Well, depending on who you are, how much that tells you, that tells the promoter that, you pay this much to this guy, you pay that much to this guy. Like, you got a good record. Yeah, they need to pay you more. You get paid when you fight to show up, right? And you get paid the same amount, or might be a little different if you win and you got a great moment, like best submission, best knockout or something like that. You can get another bonus on top of that. And yes, some promotions do the ticket sales as well. I did that too when I was fighting pro.
And you were winning, so why did you leave it? How did you know that this was your final fight?
So as a martial artist, everybody watch fights and, or action films, okay? All these performers like action actors or stunt performers, whatever. It's cool to see all those kicks and punches, falls and everything. But most people don't even think of, like, how do these guys get there? Like, train aspect of it, or do they get injured? Do they, it's physical, okay? It's not just mental. You memorize your script and just talk or do your acting. That's another art. It's good. I'm not saying anything about that. But when you do action, either as a professional or amateur fighter or action actor, there's a lot of physical things going on with that. So over the years, I had 2 knee surgeries. And coming back from a knee surgery, especially when you're fighting, that's not easy. I still fought after my knee surgery twice. I did good. I won, especially my last fight. But I'm like, during that time period, when I had my first knee surgery, I had my daughter. She was just a little baby, 2-3 months. And I started thinking, I'm like, okay, now I'm a dad now. I'm a husband. Things are getting different. I still fought 2 more times, but then I had to do another knee surgery. I'm like, I guess it's time for me. I can still go fight next month. I'm physically ready. I keep myself ready, but it's just I've done enough. I got nothing to prove. I just want to stay as healthy as possible for my daughter, for my wife, for the future. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I want to win. And I told my my friend, I'm like, let's make a documentary. Let's show people the real fight. Backstage, how fighters are in the backstage.
So this is not acting. This is you're really fighting.
No, it's just literally Q&As. Some of my highlights from my past, Q&As from family members and coach and friends and stuff, and a real fight, combat night. I thank them because I fought.
Don't tell us if you won or lost, because we want people to watch it.
Sure. I got to participate their promotion over the years several times as an amateur, as a pro athlete, and they let me film the whole thing here in Prime Osborne Convention Center. So I thank them again. And it's raw, live event. People get to see if I win, lose, but people get to see how things work behind the scenes. It's a nice documentary. It's about 40-something minutes, and it's on Amazon Prime right now, as well as my other films. People can watch it. Orun, The Final Fight, a fighter documentary. I'm proud of it. So my films, I've submitted them to international film festivals, and luckily I got awards from all these different festivals. Not all of them, but most of them for each of my films so far. That tells me that I guess I do my job good. I try to do as good as possible.
So I just want to go back a little bit, because you had said that the acting, no part of the MMA fighting is acting. That's all real fighting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people are really getting hurt. It's not like you guys agree ahead of time, because I think a lot of people confuse MMA with wrestling, world wrestling.
So all these martial arts, they're all different arts, right? Combat sports, they all have physical demand. Like, you got to do all those things. Like wrestling,
Right, even if it is part acting, you have to do the work.
Like when I was practicing, like in Krav Maga, like it's an Israeli self-defense system. It's not even a martial art, but it's a self-defense system. When I was practicing that for years, like how to fall properly, like in judo. In judo, they don't teach you how to throw first. They teach you how to throw, how to fall proper. So you got to learn how to fall proper. Then you'll start throwing people, right? Sweeping the leg and shoulder throw and all that. It's important that each martial art has all kinds of physicality. And like when you're taking a single leg or double leg takedown, you can hurt your knee maybe. Maybe your ACL will get a tear or something. Those things happen over time. So, I mean, I've been kicking, wrestling for years. Of course, I had ACL and meniscus issues on my knees, but they're all good now, but I had it.
Some of us have those without the MMA, so.
Yeah, my mom back in Turkey, I don't know, 20 years ago, she just woke up one day and hurt her knee just by getting on her foot. I mean, what did you do? I didn't even twist my foot.
She was doing Krav Maga, you just didn't know.
I just didn't know, yeah. Came from the blood. So, yeah, what was the question? I'm just talking.
No, so there's not acting. I mean, that is real fighting.
No.
MMA, the UFC, when people get hurt, they get hurt.
Exactly. And what you see there is the real deal. I mean, look, you see these guys performing live. To get there, they spend days, nights, hours, months in the gym, sweat and blood. Maybe you see a fast knockout, maybe a 20-second boom knockout. I'm like, wow. But they are there ready to do like 5 rounds, 5 minutes each, 25, 30 minutes, they can fight.
And is it, you kind of work your way up to the top, right? Like, I don't want to say it's a beat down, but it's a beat up. Yeah. So really, you're identified. Somebody will say, hey, you're a good fighter. We want you to move to this next level. Mm-hmm. And the way that you keep going up is really literally just by beating someone up and by getting beaten up.
Exactly. Yeah, I lost fights. I won fights. But the thing is, how do you perform? If you are a good fighter, you perform good, you can lose. That's fine. It's all about how you fight. and promoters want you. So I lost a few fights back then, and promoters still want me in their promotion because I'm a more stand-up fire bringer. All right, that's what they call. Like, I go, like, I'm active. I don't just keep circling around or lay down on my back and just come at me and let's do jiu-jitsu type of guy. I'm here to knock you out.
So if someone's listening and they either want to, and when we come back on the other side of the break, we'll talk about how you can meet Emre, and I might even ask him to do something here. But before we get to that, if people are wanting to, it's a great workout, right? It's a great mental sport as well. There's a lot of intellectual capability, which I don't think a lot of people think about. There's a lot of that as well. How dangerous is it for the average person to start doing jiu-jitsu, start doing martial arts, start doing Krav Maga? I mean, there are Krav Maga classes all over the place.
Yeah, so martial arts, combat sports, it may sound dangerous to some, average people. It is not. So just because you're doing, let's say, kickboxing or jiu-jitsu or just practicing Krav Maga, self-defense system, that's it. Doesn't mean that you're going to go compete. You're going to go fight somebody, every time you go to the gym. No. This is, a martial arts training, it's great for mental, physical, and spiritual. Because you're learning things, your eye and body coordination, reflexes getting sharpened. And when you work for something, you get better at it. Like if someone punches me, right, I'm going to block right away because I've got years of training in this thing. But if I don't have any training, I may not even move my arm. The reflex is not going to be there. So it's all about what you do and what you get from it. So you go do martial arts. You go learn how to defend yourself on the ground. Go learn some techniques, jiu-jitsu, judo. It doesn't mean you're going to have to hurt somebody or somebody's going to hurt you doing that practice. Everybody's friendly. Almost all the gyms I've been to, I trained at, everybody's friendly. Like, nobody's there to hurt each other. Of course, there are some
jerks.
There are some, let's say that.
I'll say jerks.
Yeah. when I was competing, I came across some of those guys too. I'm like, okay, all right. Now I'm going to turn my switch on.
And that's pretty obvious though, right? Like the people who are there to prove something and they've got an attitude and...
Yeah, but...
That's in anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gyms are not to prove yourself. You want to prove yourself, you got the competition right there. Go in the ring, in the cage, or on the mat. Show me your skill set. Show me your mental state. Let me see how you are and who you are. Don't take it out on me. I'm here to train, Don't do that.
The intellectual, being in touch with yourself and being in touch with your own physicality and maybe even you're testing your limits. That's obvious. How does it help you spiritually?
Believe it or not, you feel more balanced. You find the calmness, that relaxation pace. Yeah, you may be doing something physical and intense, but that'll calm you down. That'll give you the discipline. It's like a goal to achieve. And when you leave the gym, you feel like you're a different person. You're a good person. That's why I always encourage families, get your kids to some type of martial art, but don't stick with just jiu-jitsu or just kickboxing. Try to mix it up a little bit because fighting on the ground and fighting on the feet, they're both important because it'll give you the discipline, environment. They see other kids doing that and trying to get better. It's just important, like shaped up by martial arts kids. I haven't seen anyone mentally broken or bad or bully others. All those kids, believe it or not, they're cool kids. But if you mess with them, you'll find yourself in danger. Like I like that because so over the years, I've been training people like as like part time, on the side here, but these past 4 or 5 years, I've been doing this as a full-time job. So I have my LLC. I'm a mobile trainer, so I go train kids, teens, adults, self-defense. Not like, spinning back heel kick or something. No, but if someone comes to you, I mean, you got to kick the balls or something. Like, it's basics,
Kicking the balls here on In Depth.
Yeah.
On the other side of the break, we're going to tell you how you can meet Emre.
Right.
We have Emre Orun in the house. And so you teach martial arts as well. And I'm going to ask you if our listeners, if there's enough listener interest, if we might be able to persuade you, twist your arm, figuratively, not literally, because I know you'll break mine. Maybe we can schedule something to do in our Fair and Fairer performance studio at some point in the future.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I
like a self-defense class or something?
Yeah. I do seminars and, women's self-defense seminars, kids and teens self-defense. So, yeah, I'll be gladly do that.
Okay, so we'll show you when we get off the air. We'll show you the studio and see if that would work. And then if it does, we will put something out there. We have Angela in studio, so we'll try to finagle her, twist her arm as well to see if she can help make that happen. So what do you teach? You're in Jacksonville.
Yes, so I run my business as a mobile trainer, but my 2-car garage is fully equipped for martial arts and fitness training as well. So over the years, when my coaches ask me to cover their class, and then some people came to me to teach them privately this. I'm like, you know what? I realized that there's a job opportunity, and I like doing this. I like helping others and just express like.
And you stay fit as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like staying fit anyway. But so over time, I saw that, and I took different trainings, certifications, and courses and stuff, as a personal trainer, and different, categories and all that over the years. But like I said, it's been 4 or 5 years. I've been full-time training people. What do? I'm a personal trainer. Fitness, fat loss, strength build, and feel better overall, and self-defense. I had 3 young people that came to me with 0 experience, and I made them fighter over time, and they all had experience in the cage. So I can make you a fighter. I can make you feel good overall. Feel that you can protect yourself. Kids, I pretty much train anybody from 8 years and up. I have senior fitness certification too, so I know how to approach to different age group and different, body shapes and everything. So I drive to anywhere, pretty much in Jacksonville and surrounding areas, or some people come to me, private sessions. I do hybrid, online, and in-person session. Where
can people go for information? So it's Emre Orun. It's EMREORUN.
Yeah. So if you go to www.emreorun.com, that's my acting business. But to get in touch with me better, CoachEmreOrun.com.
So okay. So CoachEmreOrun.com.
So you have different options on my website. You can subscribe to monthly or annual self-defense course, self-defense program, which is, I designed it for anybody, literally. Like I said, I keep everything basic, but important. From awareness talk to physical learning, 50 plus videos and PDF files and all that. I really put a lot of work into it so people can learn online, get in touch with me. I have a fitness app coming up. It's more on the app. I can guide you with your goals and give you different workouts and everything, and we can do in-person or hybrid works. So yeah,
we're going to see if we can get our something coordinated for our listeners. Emre Orun, thank you so much for educating us on so many different things this morning and for making us just feel stronger talking to you.
Thank you for having me. I mean, I hope I was good enough for you guys.
You're perfect.